Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
One day we will stop talking about Hertz on this channel. Today is not that day. Adam sent me notes, and Steve, check this out. A few other people sent it also. Longtime Hertz customer says he's done after AI scanner flagged water reflection as damage. Unchallengeable, automated accusation. The story is from the New York Post. Ariel Zilber wrote this. And yes, on the set, I've actually got a Hertz quality control patch. And someone else sent me a Hertz #1 ice scraper. So I've got Hertz memorabilia, but we've been talking lately about how Hertz has, at some locations, a thing that the car passes through that scans it for damage, and then using AI will then send you a bill for all the damage you did to their vehicle. And some of the stuff that's being picked out as damage is actually quite borderline at best. So here, a longtime Hertz customer says he's done with them after he said that the AI-powered damage detection system improperly flagged a non-existent mark on the vehicle, even though video he filmed immediately afterward appeared to back up his claim. He said, after 10 years as a loyal Hertz customer, I'm done. Hardly any issues, always returning cars in great condition. And he posted this on Reddit. He did not specify how much he was asked to pay by Hertz to cover the damage, but this follows other stories by Hertz customers who said in recent weeks that they were charged several $100s for minor scrapes or scuffs that were detected by the AI scanner. The customer included a screenshot of the computer-generated image that he said was sent to him by Hertz. When angry customers sought to dispute their claims, they're often unable to immediately reach a customer service rep. The system is broken, and the lack of human accountability is infuriating, he said. And so the story's been reported a few other places as well. So he wrote, I recently rented a car from Hertz for a week, picking up and returning it at IAH. I returned the vehicle on day 6, and it was raining. As I drove through the return scanner, the car was wet from the rain. Minutes later, while heading upstairs to catch the shuttle to the airport, I received a text from Hertz, damage detected. I clicked the link because I was concerned, got off the shuttle with all my luggage, and went back downstairs to inspect the vehicle. The supposed damage area was fine, no visible damage. I even recorded a video to document the condition of the car. To make matters worse, no one at the Hertz location could help. Employees and managers all pointed fingers at the scanner. Talk to the scanner and told me to contact customer support. They claimed they had no control over the damage claim. So they can't do anything about it. You got to talk to somebody who's apparently not there. So I figured, no worries, I have a video. I'll dispute it later. I have a flight to catch. Wrong. The link they send you does not allow you to submit a dispute. Calling customer support is useless. They said they can't do anything. Even when I told them I have clear video evidence of the car being undamaged at the exact time the damage was claimed. To make things worse, I noticed damage in another area with the clear sticker the AI didn't even pick up as a previous damage. It's a joke. If you look below the rear taillight, you can see the giant scratch that the AI didn't pick up. Did the AI scanner misinterpret water reflections or dirt on the black car as damage? But there's no way to even present that possibility and no path to defend yourself. It's unchallengeable, automated, and I'll be reaching out using the Better Business Bureau and corporate email method. After 10 years as a loyal Hertz customer, hardly any issues. I'm done. The system is broken. The lack of human accountability is infuriating. But again, I hope that after 10 years, they give you a Hertz #1 ice scraper. Because if they give you one of these, that'll soften the blow, right? Or maybe you can talk to somebody wearing the quality control patch. Maybe if you're lucky. So this is all going on at the George Bush Intercontinental Airport near Houston. And I've said this before. I have no problem with Hertz charging for damage to vehicles. If you rent the vehicle and you damage it, well, they should have the right to charge you for that. Not a problem. But when they simply just say, oh, you damaged our car, pay this bill. And by they, I mean an email that gets sent to you that you can't argue with, that's wrong. And I hate to say, well, other car companies do it right, because some of them do, but you run your business the way you want to run your business. I've rented a car before. When I drop it off, someone walks out, walks around it with me, and then says, I don't see any damage. They click a thing, they print out a receipt that says car's checked in okay. Presumably, if I'd ever damaged a car, which I never did, and I tried turning it in with damage, as we walked around, the person would stop and say, oh, there's damage right there. And I could look at it and go, oh, I agree there's damage right there. And so when the vehicle goes through the scanner and it kicks out a thing that says damage found, and then you go look at the car and there's no damage, you should be able to call it out right there. The fact that you can't call it out right there is a problem. And so somebody oversold the job that the AI scanners can do, because the AI scanner actually is a fascinating idea. When I first heard about these, I thought, well, that's actually an interesting piece of technology if it's used correctly. But it's like anything else out there, it's a tool. And so you can't just say, well, people are dropping their vehicles off and we'll email them the things. When they get home, oh, I've got to pay this bill because they say I damaged my vehicle and I don't remember seeing any damage on it. And they should understand, and this is the thing right now, I have no idea if Hertz knows that I exist. They probably don't, okay? They get so much flack from the press that the odds of Hertz knowing that I exist, zero, or approaching zero. However, I actually do study, I'm fascinated by how companies run themselves with respect to customer relations, because I'm a consumer protection attorney. And so I'm often looking for companies that break the law, but I'm still fascinated by how interactions go with the people at a business. And I don't know why. People who know me will tell you that I get offended by bad service. If I go someplace and get bad service, I don't just treat it like I get offended by it. If I took my time out to visit your business and you treated me poorly, how do you expect to stay in business? And so, talking about Hertz was approached by somebody who said, we've got this technology. It's this scanner the car drives through, and the scanner can instantly tell you what's changed from the last time that car passed through the scanner. So you got before and after scans. What a brilliant piece of technology. That is a brilliant piece of technology. How do we implement that? Oh, we have people drop their cars off and then we email them damage reports as they're getting on their planes. No. It doesn't take the scanner that long to reach its conclusion, does it? So how about this? When the person drives the car through the scanner and then is handing the keys over, the human they hand the keys to, assuming there is one, will then say, oh, unfortunately, the scanner found a problem. And if the person says, really, I did not know that, the person who's accepting the keys should walk over to the car with the person and look at it and make a call. But Hertz apparently doesn't trust its own employees enough to make that call. And that's a problem, because other car companies, rental car companies, apparently trust and train their employees to where they can make that call. And I know because I've rented from them before. And so this is a problem. And again, there's somebody sitting in a conference room someplace and they're discussing this going, why do people hate us? Why? Oh, well, there's been a lot of noise in the press about us having people arrested for stealing cars they didn't steal. And we send people bills for money they don't owe. And now we're hitting them with these damage claims after they've left the building, after they drop the car off. And how do we solve this? It's simple. Make it so there's some way for people to actually interact with a human being when the accusation is raised, and make it so that that accusation is raised soon enough so that Hertz's rep and the client can both stand there and look at the damage and determine what to do. Now, I know somebody's going to go, but Steve, that's going to cost more money. It might. You may have to train your employees a little bit more. But right now, that rumbling sound you hear, I'm speaking to you, Hertz, is people running to other car rental companies. Okay? Now, I understand a lot of people that still use Hertz. You know why? because they get these great ice scrapers. It says Hertz on it right there. You know how cool it is? And it's got a clip on it. I think you can clip that on your visor. I think you can clip it on your visor so that you constantly have these jagged things right in your eyeballs. Wouldn't that be a great lawsuit if somebody had this clipped to their visor and they were involved in an accident? It would be horrific, but the lawsuit would be interesting. I'm pointing that out. As a hypothetical, we can laugh, right? But until Hertz realizes that you have to implement some way for consumers to object, you're not going to have anybody happy about this. And people will quietly drift off to other car rental companies. They will. And once you lose somebody, winning them back is nigh onto impossible. So there you go, Adam. Thanks for sending this from the New York Post. Ariel Zilber wrote that. Longtime Hertz customer says he's done after AI scanner flagged a water reflection. That's what he thinks it was, as damage. And he claims it was unchallengeable, automated accusation. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Well, that was mildly amusing.